Home, the CFA pager alerted me to an MBA with possible person trapped. It was just down the road. I got a bit of a sick feeling in my stomach. Ross, my son, was at his girlfriend's. For tea, it was only 10 to 9, so it was a bit early. Doesn't usually get home till 9:30. I told my wife I was going to the accident, and I could see the worry appear in her eyes. I jumped in the ute, drove to the station. The fire truck pulled out just in front of me, so I followed it down the road. It looked bad. There's a tree on the car, I can't make out any details. As I walk towards the car, it's white, and I'm running. I get up close and it's a ute. I still can't tell. The blue lights are flashing, the red lights are flashing. I'm just not sure, and I'm hoping it's someone else's son. I put my hand into the tray, and I could feel the toolbox. I bought him a big black toolbox for his tools, and there it was. I look up, there's a local copper standing by the door. He says, "I'm sorry, Kevin." I push past him, and there's Ross. Ross had had plenty of driving hours leading up to his licence, way over the 120. He'd driven around the farm in the ute, motorbikes and tractors since he was 10. Coming up to getting his licence, he was always telling me about some old car or some old bomb that he could do up. He was even milking cows to save for this car. Ross didn't know, but his mum and I were saving for his car as well. I didn't want him to drive an old bomb. We lent him the money for what we thought was a safe car. Had ABS, airbags, traction control. The airbags in Ross's accident didn't even deploy. I admire the blokes you've seen speak tonight, the cops, the ambos, the crash rescue workers, because they can make a real difference to you. The reality is you live in a country area, and sometimes they are a long way away, and you need to rely on other people. Passers by. It's my sad experience that a lot of them will stop 10 metres away and phone for help. There's a braver set that will move to 5 metres, they'll phone for help and they'll yell to you, "Are you alright?" Sometimes you may get someone like me, CFA volunteer. That is, if I'm not working, I'm not down the paddock or I haven't had a few beers. I've turned out to car accidents, about a third of those, the Undira CFA. It's just a little tin shed brigade on the side of the road that you drive past without noticing. About a third of the accidents, we're the first there. On such monument. And friends and family go there to remember their loved one, and they tell me how peaceful it is. There is nothing peaceful at an accident. It is a place of horrendous violence, torn steel, broken bodies, shattered glass, and fear. But never ever peace. Next time you sit in the driver's seat, shut your eyes and imagine what those last 2 seconds would be like. I don't have the words to describe what losing Ross is like, or how you deal with it as a family. I know I have had black thoughts since he died, and I feel cheated out of something really, really wonderful. And I'll carry that with me for the rest of my life. I hope to leave here and leave a life lesson for you that may save you on the road. And I thought about it, and I realised I actually didn't have one. I couldn't give Ross one, and I couldn't save Ross. So I asked people I knew who were smart and caring, and they looked at me with a blank face. The reality is, the things that will kill you on the road are as individual as you. But the one thing they all have in common is they start with a bad choice. It hurts me to say Ross made a bad choice, and it did kill him. When it comes time for you to make your choices, whether to drive or not, I hope the little voice inside your head reminds you of something you saw or heard here tonight. There are no such thing as car accidents, just young people's shitty choices.